Good evening, my friends. Starting a little bit later than intended, but the party is all here. It is 10 after 10 Eastern Standard on a beautiful Sunday night. I'm going to be diving back into some more Dungeons and Dragons with the Fractals of Chaos. The next page is the name of tonight's episode. Um, I don't have a fun, witty promo plug today, but I will say we are still being sponsored by the Grumpy Cookies over at thegrumpycookies.com. So please go ahead, head on over there and check out all their wares they have. If you got a nerdy fandom that you ascribe to, they've got the goods. Shoes, backpacks, hoodies, you name it, you can probably find it there. That said, yes. Yes. So, last time, a pair of our new arrivals were dealing with jet lag, the kind that accompanies interplanar travel. But while they were recovering, the rest of the group gathered and headed out into the campus at large, learning a bit more about the area around them and entertained a little bit of chaos, as it were, no pun intended, by delving once more into one of the fractals of history that they had explored the day before. It was a little stressful for a couple members of the party, but they managed to succeed in progressing the story without losing any of their numbers. But that said, they returned to their dorm and rested for the night and enter into a new day on the Strixhaven campus. With that, let us jump into the voice chat with the rest of the crew. Finding all my buttons.
Around like $900
There
to
we go.
$1,000.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god. Welcome to Strixhaven, everyone.
Hello.
I wish I could told you what I remembered from last session, but the party had a good time exploring another fractal.
I will say,
Yes, we did. We solved a puzzle. We stuck a person inside of a room and abandoned them inside that room.
Rain probably woke up screaming at one point in the night from a nightmare based off of having left Sahir in that nightmare room with the nightmare statue that was out to get him.
All right,
Y'all
so
clearly making friends while we were gone.
you have 5 days remaining before orientation.
Woo!
There we go.
Let's
With
go.
that, this time when you guys woke up, you didn't hear the whole countdown thing and the beep when you slept.
Beep, beep.
Satari and Brash are now conscious and cured from astral sickness.
They're feeling a whole lot better. Would you describe astral sickness like the flu, like real bad like that, or
Like really hungover. I don't know.
real?
Really,
Okay.
yeah, you got hammered really bad. And, yeah,
Damn.
like you got hammed, and you couldn't hold it. That's how it felt like.
Hungover with none of the fun.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's fun while being hungover.
No, it's the getting there.
No.
Oh,
The getting there is normally the fun part.
fair.
Allegedly.
So, what would the party wish to do today?
Well, first thing in the morning, after a relatively rough night of sleep, Rain would have probably been one of the first ones up and had trudged downstairs in her luminous layers of cloak, and is probably currently seated at the table with a mug of coffee, a book, and just a very disgruntled, disheveled look on her face. Her hair all up in a really, really messy ponytail. Just looking like she did not have a good night. She was not having a good time.
I think Satari would also be up pretty early now that, she's not feeling sick. But she would probably also be downstairs, but like doing a bunch of stretches and stuff like that just to get like the blood moving. And then she would probably be like sitting at the table near Rain, but just like tinkering with her. What is it? I forgot what kit that she has.
Great dog familiar, leave me.
Dog familiar.
I thought there was a kit that I gave myself for just lore or just like story reasons. I can't remember what kit it was. I think it was to make little firework balls.
Your Tinker's tools.
Tinker's tools, thank you. Yeah, so Satari's just sitting near Rain messing with those.
Rain probably occasionally will look over and make a small note that she sees, and a little. You might want to thread that the other way.
Oh,
look-
you're right. Thank you.
Little things like that. She's not sure what you're making, but she's like, pretty sure if you do that way, it's going to do this. But if you do this, it'll probably do that.
She would probably like the second Rain starts asking, she would like pull up a diagram and show her how she's trying to make these little firework balls like form specific shapes. So she's trying to like make all the wires like go in those shapes. She starts to get real nerdy and technical about it. I'm just like, this is cool.
This is cool.
But yeah, that's what Satari's doing.
Crash is definitely the last one. Very easy.
He just comes downstairs, lays on the floor.
Yeah, pretty much. Just takes a nap right on the floor.
Sorry, I'm trying to see what the hell
No.
this dog is doing.
You're all good. As you all are enjoying the morning and waking up, suddenly above you, suddenly the sky would begin to change, and you would see almost like a dome shape start appearing over the sky, and the bright sky soon turned into what appears to be a black sky with stars in space.
And my weeb ass immediately thought domain expansion.
As you would do this, there'd be multiple ion crystals floating through the air, as suddenly they would all form what appears to be a rectangle, as a multiple projections would appear in the sky, and it says countdown to sanction duel. Those who wish to see it, please report to the Archway Commons. The echoing voice says.
But it's like a big announcement from
Yeah.
school saying a duel. Oh, okay.
Sanctioned one.
Yeah.
I thought we were trapped and they're like, duel time!
no.
And I was like, oh god!
Duel.
You are
Welcome
now
to the
in a
Shadow
PvP environment.
Right,
I mean-
this is
Nope. I'm actually, to be honest with you, technically,
Oh lordy.
Welcome to PvP.
Technically, we can always be in PvP.
Welcome to the purge.
Oh no, no!
This is a
Not
very
yet.
different game than I
The
imagined.
game
if it
it gets
turned that way.
dark.
Not yet.
Brain wants nothing to do with that.
Well, I guess we're in it now.
It's just an announcement, right? So we can just head over and go watch it or something?
Rain kind of sits there, and actually, now that I think about it, it's probably not coffee. It's probably like a strong Earl Grey.
She just has like multiple tea bags in there.
Yeah. You know what? Oh. She thinks it's strong. She's not the most resilient to stimulants. So she thinks it's strong, but it's not really. It's only got 2 tea bags in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 whole tea bags. Damn.
I had a rough night.
Meanwhile,
Were you also sick?
She just kind of sinks down more into her chair. No.
Azula sitting there, flips a page in her book. She left her friend in the room strapped to the monster. That's affected her a little.
with the monster.
She just kind of sinks deeper.
Meanwhile, Sahir's just at the end of the table eating a pastry like a donut and just waving his hands.
Wait, you trapped Satir in a room with a monster?
Sinks deeper.
Sahir just kind of like bends over to just make sure she doesn't actually fall on the ground.
Yeah, Satar is also leaning over like, oh, well, I mean, I don't know what happened, but he's fine, so everything's fine, right?
It's fine. It's all fine.
Yes, but she seems to think that this, for some reason, changes her moral compass into a much darker path. I do not understand it. She made a very logical choice and honestly did the better for all of good for the team. I mean, she should honestly be proud of herself, and this noble sacrifice that she did perform was quite notable. Oh. Another page flips.
I mean, are you good, Satir?
I mean, I am fine.
Are you
in
scarred
one
for life?
Surprisingly, before we came back into the real world, I was somehow not getting hit by it, but that could have ended way worse.
Well, good job, team. Star doesn't really know what to say since she has barely any context.
It's very stressful.
Well, if you need some recap of exactly what happened, basically what happened, we went to a fractal. The fractal was a continuance of the library. We solved some puzzles. One of the puzzles was getting past the monster. Well, once everybody was past it, only one person couldn't get through, as everything got slammed shut, leaving one in there. And the goal of it was to, well, leave that person in the room while we continued on. We didn't, mind you. We tried to save this individual, Snack. And, well...
This individual snack, the emphasis there was
snack.
beautiful.
Snack singular.
Is that your official nickname now? Has everyone adapted that now? So you're
Yes.
fantastic.
I'm a snack. Anyways, go ahead.
Well, thank you. And after we were all done and we decided that we had to move on, maybe there was something further, that is what we had to do in the first place. And the first person to make that noble step, that points across the room, the only part of the top of the head showing, was this one.
Yeah,
The brave individual who made the first step.
the tuft of red just protruding from the top of the robes.
And for some reason, this seems to have deeply scarred her. I truly don't understand. I did not make that decision myself, and wish I had thought of it before she had. But she did make the proper and logical choice. It was better for the rest of the team to save the many. But again, points at the tuft of red. This seems to disturb her.
I mean, if Snack forgives you, and you know we've just barely started being a team, I don't think you should let it hold you down.
She just kind
I
of
praise her.
she slowly pokes her head up. She goes, "Well, I may have just started being a team with the rest of you, but I've known him for years."
Wait, you've known Snack for years?
She, like, every time that she has to acknowledge that it's him, you guys are calling Snack, a little tinge of red across her cheeks at the prospect now that she had been informed what it was implying. As she clears her throat quietly, he goes, "Yes, Snack."
I'm not laughing in character.
Yes, you are.
Oh god.
I think Satari's just not gonna quite register that and just be like, "Oh, are you just childhood friends or something, or you went to school together prior?"
Mm-hmm. She kind of
I couldn't
squeaks.
tell if that was like a no or a yes.
Sorry.
Sorry.
She squeaks out a little vocalization of affirmation.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you guys knew each other for that long, I'm sure it's all water under the bridge. You don't need to worry about that.
Tried telling her that, yeah, sure. Kind of. I don't know if it actually. Please don't worry that much. I'm okay.
Azu lets
See,
out a
it's
breath.
fine.
Well, Azu lets out a breath, looks at Sahir.
Yes.
If the situations had been reversed and you had to do the same thing, would you have done it to her?
Takes a deep breath thinking on it right now. More than likely.
But yet, would you... Oh, yes. Continue.
It also depends on what I would say. My wow, my brain's thinking faster than my mouth, guys. It also would depend on my how would I say it? My disposition at the moment?
I mean, fair. There's a lot of factors in very intense situations, so
Exactly. And the situation that we were in at the time, places were reversed, and the only true action would have been to walk away. That's the one we're talking of. Would you put yourself in that same position and do what the little one decided to do? You would still feel bad.
Oh, of course. I would feel terrible.
To which she gestures like see that kind of gesture.
Yes, but once you found out the situation was actually beneficial for everybody and no one was hurt in the end, how would you still feel about it?
I'd feel much better that people got out even if I couldn't.
But no, I'm saying the end result that we currently are in, where everybody sits here still, breathing and well, and happy. Well, all except for one.
She kind
I mean, if oh, go ahead.
she kind of frowns at that. She's like, "I'm happy that we all made it out. The trauma's still there."
I apologize if I offended. I did not mean to make you were not happy that we made it out. I'm saying that this weighs upon you and has caused you great disposition in how you feel. I'm just trying to put it in a more logical sense and to show you that and you should not feel so bad about what happened, because in the end, everybody is fine. The decision you made was actually the correct decision. You did not make an incorrect decision. You actually made a logical and correct decision that actually made it where everybody made it out safe and sound. You did the right path when no one else would. So what you should be doing is you should be patting yourself in the back and finding out that you saved your friend. In the end, you made the right choice that actually ended making them safe. And she looks back down her book and flips on her page.
Tahir just scoots a little closer to Rain because he can. I think he can kind of tell after knowing her for so long. It's like I need to help him be close to her.
The announcement will play. The match now begins. As suddenly, the sky would fill with what appears to be airships and spelljammers. And there would be very loud explosions going off in the distance towards the biblioplex.
Rash just wakes up real fast.
Like that perks even Rain's interest.
Let's go.
As you close your book.
What's happening? Let's go.
Eventually, my
listen, now-
brain's just like, is this the freaking Hunger Games at this point? Anyway, go ahead.
But did we get sorted? Or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Still got, like, what was it, 3 days until orientation day?
I thought I said 5 days.
5 days.
Five. I just remember it was an odd number.
Yes, 5 days. So the party heads out.
Yes.
All
Yep,
right.
and This
Chaos.
might make you feel a little bit better too, Rain. Get your mind off of things.
Dramatic music.
As the party approaches the biblioplex, giant more of the ion things would be projecting. For those that there's a central airship above the biblioplex where all the explosions are taking place. As you can see, lightning bolts and balls being yanked, and explosions from up north, firing bursting into the air. I shall present it to you now. Perfect. There would be what appears to be a gentleman in pretty quaint silver cool attire. You may have already met him before or recognized his appearance, though you did not get his name back when you first arrived at Strixhaven. Flinging spells with precision and accuracy at what appears to be a young girl, much in the same way of Rain, sitting on one of the oaken barrels, just flipping through a book of mathematic equations that's conjured as the woman is just casually like ducking the firebolt that flew by, and is just casually not caring in the slightest. But the firebolts and everything are hitting the airship and causing fires and such to break out. As you could see the frustration on the man's face as he shouts, "Take this fight seriously, damn it! This is a sanctioned duel." As the woman with the fractal book is just looking over like, boring. Let's go on.
I was going to ask, has either of them cast anything above cantrip level yet?
Mostly, he's been doing firebolts. firebolts and lightning shots at any time. And as he gets frustrated, he says, "Then I'll make you pay attention." As he conjures a fireball and launches it at the woman.
Notice me, senpai. I mean, sorry.
Witness me.
As
That's better.
the fireball looked like it would explode on impact, causing the whole airship to go up in a blaze of fire as the fireball explodes. In a large explosion, as you would see the students surrounding the screen go dramatically. As the man would stand smugly, as shout, "Pay attention now!" As the smoke clears, the what appears to be the whatever you would see like mathematic glyphs, you would see them shatter and fade from the woman's body as she looks down and says, "Oh, so we're casting that type of magic, are we?" As he glares at her, as she stands up, as suddenly she opens her coat, as 4 floating crystals emerge from it, and float to her side.
Oh shit!
Here we go.
As he readies another fireball, he casts another fireball, and says, "This will end it." As he and the crystals would form in front of her, and the fireball would hit it with an explosion. And as he smirks smugly and says, "It is done. Declare me the victor already." As the smoke clears, you would see a wall of projection from the crystals, as 2 of them made a wall in front of it and completely protected her.
Pride cometh before the fall.
As she smiles and she flicks 2 the four bits as they all fly over and surround him, as he tries firebolting them out of the air, but is unable to land as they're moving sporadically. As you see her flip open her book for a moment and raise her finger, as suddenly all of them would attach you'd see like a red singular line, all of them attached to the Silver Quill Man all at once. And suddenly his body would instantly freeze. You would in 4 different phases, as each one of those casted a powerful a powerful spell. As his body remains frozen, unable to move. As those of you as this enchantment spell takes hold. As the bits string him up like a puppet, as it holds him into the air. And she says, "And what was that about taking this seriously again?"
Damn.
He is unable to speak as he is paralyzed. As she goes up, and then she just flings a magic. She would cast a magic missile, as it slams him in the head, and he would be unable to do anything. And then she smiles and says, "As accordance to battle rules, when a fighter is incapacitated, the battle ends and the victory is declared." As she smiles, and then you would see like a you would see like a victory thing appear over the over the field as the dome would fade and the place would return back to normal. There we go. Back to this here. As she smiles and says, "And we're done." As she she dismisses the enchantment spell and retracts the bits to her, as she hides them in her lab coat. She's wearing the Quandrix colors, by the way, if it wasn't obvious by her use of mathematics.
Why does she give me like vibes of rain in a couple of years?
As she turns and walks off, as the student's like, "Oh, well, that's to be expected." Yeah. Oh, that was lame. Man, I thought Silverquill was better than this. As they depart, as he slumps to the ground, dejected.
Looks like he spent a little bit too much power in trying to combat her directly. Let's wear down our barriers. We shall see.
She would the woman would walk past the party, and then she would look over and give a small smile before continuing walking on.
I'll give a eye-to-eye bow. Well played. Very well played.
Satari gives her a little applause.
And Rain would have been almost feverishly taking notes throughout the their combat. And if anybody happens to peer over her shoulder at her notes, there's even notes to the point of, what she would have done at any given moment during the duel had she been the one fighting on either side. Had she been of their skill level. Like,
are you hiding them at all, like, or huddling it over, like trying to keep it from other people, or you're just blatantly like,
she's
notes
just
in front, it's out, easy.
It's like in her hand as she's writing.
Okay.
A random student on the ground says, "That's Agni for you." Yeah, no wonder why she's the number one ranked duelist in Strixhaven. Yeah, no one can even touch her. You see the gossiping off into the corner. And one of them says, "Yeah, the number one duelist isn't even a Silverquill. That's amazing." One of them says, "Yeah, it makes you think what they're doing over at Silverquill, you know? I thought they trained the best."
So here just whistles a little bit like, "Oh, this is juicy."
As you'd see the gentleman get up, and he would try to adjust his tie. His pride clearly hurt as he grumbles and walks back off.
You'll do better next. Hey, sort of put like a little thing. You'll do better next time.
And as he's going, Rain kind of watches him go and mutters just loud enough for her immediate companions to hear. A loss is only truly a loss if you learn nothing from it.
True.
All right. And with that, I will move us to the main map. You will see that the people who you've met, acquaintances or not, shall be scattered around the map. You can interact with them if you would like. Or should you wish to go into the Biblioplex and the Fractal, or go to the campuses or explore, you can do that as well. Really, the floor is yours. That was just an interaction into the mechanics, or you can ask around. That's completely up to you guys. The floor is yours.
I personally would like to just look around at some of the campuses. But that's just
Same, since I was unconscious last time, I didn't really get to tour anything.
That seems like a good thing to do. Taking a nice wander around.
All right. You're animated. You go up to the waystone, and it opens up with the animated map. Which campus would you like to visit? You would hear the thing kind of a little bzz, and you would hear a robotic voice talk.
What was the campus that girl and that won the thing from?
Quandrix?
Okay, that would be my vote. We can check that out.
There,
Sure.
for the first time, there is little to no resistance to going to somewhere from Rain, as she heard the magical words of "Let's go look at the Quandrix campus."
All right. As the portal activated, suddenly the group would turn into blue lines as they are wisp away.
Whoosh.
When the group comes to, they'd be in front of another waystone, in front of a pathway leading to what can only appear to be a mountain. But this mountain is easily carved up with Condrix blue. You have flanking the entrance and the pathway up. You would have trees, starting small, then getting larger as it approaches the door. There's not a door, more like the entrance to a cave. To the side of it, the group would see about 4 to 5 blocks. They look like cubes, but they are all teeming with like mathematical equations and ruins. There'd be a large ring around the top of the summit of the mountain, also with the similar aesthetic, mathematics and ruins literate. You would see Quandra students out north. You'd see them. Some of them are practicing summoning fractal companions. Others themselves are poring over you would see them with like fractalic screens in front of them as they're like scrolling through stuff in front of them.
And Rain is taking more notes.
And others be gossiping and talking.
Well, it is very pretty.
Everything is very calculated and very precise. Like the trees are exact. It is someone who wants everything organized perfectly's dream. Everything is symmetrical. Everything is,
And Rain is muttering almost incoherently, the speed at which she's babbling about what she is visually taking in here.
Sahir knows to not bother Rain while she is.
Satari's just gonna nudge Sahir and be like, "I'm guessing this is where she wants to be," and juts her chin at Rain.
She does not even look at you. You don't even realize that she heard you, but she just nods rapidly. You're not sure if she was listening or if she's just vibrating with excitement. You don't know.
Just going to translate what Rain's doing into yes, she is.
Oh my god, she's adorable.
As the party's talking, an ancient mathematical magic dragon lands on top of the summit.
Audible squeal.
A dragon purely made from figments, mathematics, and magic, as it lets out a roar before jumping and flying away.
Oh boy, that's big.
What do I know of the dragon?
Made of math.
It would look like your dragon's back in the Forgotten Realms, but it looked purely made of mathematics.
Well, I meant given her borderline, not necessarily obsessiveness, but like her drive to be of Quandrix, would she, with that history check, potentially have come across information about the math dragon, for lack of better terms, that I could think of?
I mean, you could assume based on, because you can see Quandrix people making like familiars and things, that this was just a conjured beast.
Would I potentially be able to roll, I don't know, maybe Arcana to, be able to tell, how it was made?
Yeah, if you want.
I want very much.
It would definitely be a Quandrix take on the Find Familiar spell.
She babbles that out like almost chipmunk speed level of just rapid fire explanation. Yeah, kind of. But mostly because she's so stinking excited.
Sahir's trying to understand everything she just said, but he probably only picked up like 5 words.
Probably.
Despite knowing her for as long as he has, he still can only pick up like 5 words when she goes rapid fire.
When's there a subtitle spell when you need it?
There's and so that's the outside of the Quandrix campus.
When she finishes babbling about how they do it, she turns and grabs Sahir by the arm, gives him a little shake, and she goes, "I'm gonna have one."
He just looked down at her like, "Have one of what?"
She points
Please
to
tell me it's
where the dragon was.
Oh my god.
That. I'm gonna have one of those.
You want one of those big ass things?
Yes.
He looks at her just incredulously like,
You've never seen her smile
Reindeer.
that big before.
"Reindeer, I care for you a lot, but if we did that in any place like Waterdeep or any of the bigger cities, people would scream. How about a tiny one?"
She kind of taps her fingers together and she goes, "Probably do both. I could probably figure out how to do both. I can make you do both."
Let's start with the tiny one.
Adorable.
I can make you do both. I'm gonna make you do both.
You can do both, but do the tiny one first.
I gotta start with the tiny one.
At least the tiny one probably scare half the city out of their mind.
You would you would see 2 fractal golems at flanking the entrance to the Quandrix campus, and you would see Quandrix students entering. But as a Quandrix student attempts to enter, the golems instantly stop and repulse the person back as they go flying a fair feet back.
She kind of stares. She goes, looks over at Sahir and the others, and she goes, "You won't be able to bother me there. You need to make sure you guys can reach me somehow."
Wait, what? What'd she say?
She said you guys won't be able to reach her there, so she needs to make sure we got some way for you guys to reach her somehow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'll figure out some ways.
All right.
Snack, you're gonna figure out a way for your connection to stay together.
All right. That is the Quandrix campus. Where to next? You have Witherbloom, Prismari, Lorehold, or Silver.
Murray.
Prismari. I hear Prismari. Wonderful.
I was like, our good old Vittoria is already picked for.
Yeah.
All right. As the group is teleported, they are suddenly teleported in what appears to be. I don't know if those of you who've been to Las Vegas, but there is a massive like hotel / theater in front of them with a winding path leading upwards. There is fire and water combining in equal harmony. It looks like a theater play is going on, as there's a cap on top of this hotel style building with fire. As you can see, fire wisping its way around in equal measure to water.
Oh.
That thing is huge.
But yeah, it's like some fancy hotel, if you would. As it stretches into the sky, there is fire. One half of the ground is fire, and the other half is water.
Oh, Satari's
the,
definitely gonna run and
elemental
just start
one?
like poking him.
Is this the elemental one?
Yes. You would see water elementals, fire elementals, wind elementals, lightning elementals. And you would also see animals as well, but these animals look a bit different. Their bodies would be made of like intertwining pieces of what appears to be not exactly metal, but some type of hardened spell, while their innards are like a red fiery glow.
Wago.
And you would see students out there practicing, like you would see moves almost like dancing as fire dances between them. Their movements in water, earth, fire, air, kind of bending Avatar style.
I was
Oh
like,
my God.
you just wasted an opportunity.
I did.
In the entire beginning of Avatar.
I did.
He did on purpose, so he wouldn't.
No, we're streaming. Let's avoid the copyright claims.
Exactly.
Satari's gonna be so freaking excited and just like running between each like performance thing. It's like the same hyper level excitement Rain had.
There'd be magic versions of like fireworks going off in the sky.
Oh my God, Satari would just chuck her own little firework balls that she.
Yeah, it would actually. Yeah, it would match in.
Oh hell yes! And then she'd turn around, look at Rain, and be like, "Look, the shapes worked. The ones we did this morning."
In that regard, she also gets excited alongside you.
Yeah.
Mostly because it's one of those situations of, and I helped.
You did.
Them.
Viva Prismari.
And that is the Prismari campus.
Woo.
Clap, 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 clap.
That leaves Witherbloom, Lorehold, or Silverquill.
Witherbloom.
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay.
Witherbloom, lovely.
Whee!
As the group is teleported, they would appear as suddenly the air becomes a bit thick and humid. As the group would appear themselves in a bog. Slushy mud, a bit of nipping little insects here and there. In front of them, there be outcroppings of what seems to be like hives, if you would, a massive tree in the center. You would see like a giant grub worm just kind of walking, around the side of the tree. Like this grub worm is probably the size of a bus.
Oh my good God.
And there's other things too, as you would see students You would see as soon as it raises, suddenly like a skeleton would rise up from the bog and then collapse. Others are attempting to cast like healing spells, and others are. You could see like a fire with them brewing some type of liquid and drinking it. You would hear the sounds of chirping frogs and, swamp-like things. Boas hanging from trees.
This is a lot different than I thought it'd be.
I mean, it is technically called Wither Bloom. It's kind of, I'd almost say, on for the point.
I mean, you're not wrong.
As she was more actively engaged in partly feeding off of brain shorted out. Satari's energy. Also marveling at the fact that while she was watching Satari, she had enough self-awareness to go, was I like that? But here, because she's doesn't have that energy to feed off of, she's taking actual notes of what she sees. So she's drawing the vines, drawing little snippets of what they're seeing. Not necessarily whether or not, I'm not certain if it's particularly good drawings or not. But
you would see like the mouths of hills open.
They're not great.
And let's come in. You see students walking in and out of them as they would shut behind them, almost alien-like in nature. Globes would be on the tree. You would assume that they'd be rooms, as the entrance to the tree leads upwards. The big grubworms on the side, by the way. They're actually called pests. Just as a note.
Interesting.
And that would be the Witherbloom's campus.
I don't know how I feel about this place. It's interesting, but I don't know if I would want to
feel like I
stay
just-
here.
Constantly get tetanus.
Hey now. I mean, every magic has its plus sides. Just not
It takes
something that would be mine.
it takes a special type of person to like Witherbloom, to be fair.
Is anyone here gonna go to Motherfloom?
I don't.
No
think
head
so.
shake.
I would say though, whoever likes bugs probably would like here.
Very much so.
Slightly more
Exactly.
emphatic head shake.
All right.
I choose them on
That
a plate.
Have their own merits. though.
All right. That would leave Silverquill and Lorehold.
Silver Quill.
Yeah, may as well go to Silverquill first.
Silverquill. All right. The group arrives in front of the Silverquill campus. Arrives in front of the Silverquill campus. It looks like a massive, I forget the name, that train station. That really fancy train station in the United States. Yeah, like the really fancy. It's a really, really, really well-known and fancy train station.
Yeah, Grand Station.
Yeah, Grand Station.
Stay down.
It would look like.
PCS.
Yeah, you would see like a super elaborate train station. Like a mix between a bank and a train station is kind of what it looks like. Perfectly crafted pillars leading up to platforms on either side. You would have the main Silverquill iconography in gold hanging down, with the stairs looping around to the back side of it, leading to the entrance. You would see inklings everywhere on the buildings and on the side. The ghostly inklings, by the way. Those things.
Yeah, the ones from the first library.
Yeah,
challenge.
yeah. They are everywhere. And then you would see the courtyard out in front of Silver Quill, and you would see about 10 students, participating in magical duels, you know, uh, bending spells and making them like pinpoint accuracy. As you'd see some deflecting as they're going back and forth and sparring. You would also off to the side you would see Scylla off to the side giving instructions of her own, and then she would be a spell would be launched at her, and she would wave her claw and counter it, and then she would do the same to the students as they would practice deflecting and countering spells.
Rain would be kind of quietly like pantomiming the motions, like practicing them, if you will, and then scribbling down some notes. Like swish, then flick, swish, then flick.
Tahir just kind of like watches them until he's just like, no wonder why that man was anal about what the one was doing the other day. So he starts mimicking what. Yeah, but it's just like there's also a flourish to it. Like if it was precise, it would probably be closer to Quandrix, but this is just made to look fancy.
Yes, actually.
Which
it looks like spells, but rich kids made it.
As Rain,
show it. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
We are all too polite around here.
Yeah.
All right, so Rain kind of sits there and she goes, "There's equal parts performance and practicality. Big thing, I believe, is not get too stuck on one or the other." She's again trying to mimic the flick.
As the class would seem to depart for a moment, you would see Bran come onto the field, the barkeep, and would go up to Silica, and they would start talking, and then she would start laughing a little bit.
But the elegance in what one performs should be always an art form. It should strike awe on one's heart, but yet also strike fear into those who need it.
Off on the other side of the courtyard, you would see Imberos look on a podium, looking over training students, shaking his head disappointingly.
So he kind of looks up there and he's kind of just like, I'm gonna be honest, I want to be a pain in that man's ass.
I'm gonna have him shove his wand, and she just like does a gesture.
How wrong. Remind me of my father a little bit, which is kind of scary.
Speaking of which, these are the only two deans you've met in your time here at Strixhaven so far.
Look, Sahir has his priorities straight. He knows what he wants to do. And that's be a menace.
Yeah. And that is the Silvercoal campus. Yep.
Ew.
Silvercoal campus.
I think we have one more left.
Yeah, Lorehold.
Yeah, I think so.
As the group arrives, they would appear outside of a red stone desert. In front of them would appear to be an outcrop of ruins carved into a canyon. Statues of ancient figures with plaques scatter about the lands, artifacts and artifacts and like fossils litter and scatter about the red desert sand. As ruins of different types, a lot of them don't seem to all fit together or belong here. Like, these ruins were yanked from different points in history and time and just kind of put here. So you got like kind of like modern ruins, and you have like ancient like Aztecian ruins, and then you have, you know, some, you know, fancy ruins from like Waterdeep, and some for Eberron, Strahd. You know, you see that type of stuff. Different architectures and different things.
Strahd, that would be Ravenhold, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then you'd also see scenes like frozen in time, like epic speeches. You know, you'd see like epic speeches, like a statue of someone giving like a speech to crowds. You would see battles, you know, a field of battle, like frozen in perfect picture time.
Interesting.
So this is like a historical group?
Yeah, it is. You would see students kind of bearing around in the red sand, like uncovering, you know, fossils and digging, kind of like an excavation site. Those of you who play World of Warcraft, it's like the Caverns of Time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a whole bunch of stuff, all just yanked from different parts of history and thrown to a single location.
Wow.
And that would be Lorehold. And that would be all of the campuses.
You know, judging from what I'd heard and stuff, I honestly thought Silver Quill was going to be the class for me, but now I'm not too sure.
I mean, we do have, you know, what's it called? We still do have several days to figure out
That's
what
fair.
we want to do.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see what happens. Ah.
Your campus tour would take about a day's work going around to all the campuses.
That makes sense.
So you would all retire for the night, and it would be 4 days. 4 days remaining until orientation.
What are you doing? Oh, she's just laying down. Okay, dog familiar.
All right. 4 days remaining. What would the group like to do?
Well,
So,
oh, go ahead.
out of curiosity, would we have by chance had a chance to like maybe stop by the Biblioplex on our way back
Oh, sure.
the night before?
Yeah,
and
if you
fished
wanted
up
to.
some books. Yeah. So
Sure.
in the morning, Rain would have gotten up before everyone, and once again in the same seat, curled up in all her robes, super comfy. This time her, hair's not in a full, mess of a knot. She's actually brushed her hair, proper ponytail, sipping her tea, and is currently reading a book, reading on familiars.
How many tea bags?
That's
All
an
the
important
teabags.
question.
Only one this time.
Oh, okay.
She didn't have any. Well, you know what? Let's let the dice decide.
How many tea bags she has?
No. She slept fine, so no, only one.
Oh, okay.
Slept good today.
Slept good. Too.
I'm just thinking of Halo right now. I'm sorry.
Halo?
Teabagging and
Oh. I was like, what? That makes more sense.
I was gonna say, what? We're in fantasy. How did you get to sci-fi?
The most
Yeah.
iconic approach to combat: shotgun melee, teabag, go.
We're teabagging everybody, guys. Let's go.
As the two together, suddenly a large owl would burst through, and it'd be Merv. He's like, "Students, welcome. How has your stay been?"
It's been okay so far.
She screamed when he burst in because she wasn't ready.
Yeah, he just burst in. There was no knock or anything. Just he
love that
Kool-Aid men through the door.
Yeah,
I love that my response still makes sense either way.
What exactly was your response? I was too busy giggling over the prospect
Oh.
of Rain screaming.
We've been doing absolutely fine. Just that long, like, oh, never mind. Don't listen to me.
Like Rain had
You're not
screamed,
fine.
and now she's just kind of staring and panting, trying to get her heart rate back down because explosive door. She was elbow deep in a book.
I just came to check on our new students and making sure you are all fine and dandy and well and adapting well to the school environment.
Well, from what we have seen and where we are currently resided, I say we are adapting okay.
Oh, wonderful. Good to hear. I just want to say there's 4 days until you get to choose a house. Exciting.
Rain is currently checking her pulse. While kind of side-eyeing Merv just a little bit because, he just scared the shit out of her.
Well, with the 4 days we do have, we visit all the houses and a couple other places. What would you recommend as a activity to keep our minds still engaged instead of just withering away here in these?
If it was up to me, I'd be jumping into Fractals myself, or exploring the deserts of Laurel, or being ever so curious in the library. Or you can be like the other. What's up?
Well, go ahead.
Or be like the other students and converse among your fellow potential classmates.
As I looked over down the rain, slightly shook my head. I believe fractals are out of the question for a little bit of time. So, well, what was the other one about the desert?
Some students like digging around in the Laurel Desert.
What can we find there?
I don't know. Stuff just kind of gets deposited there from history. So, no telling. Ancient artifacts? Potions? I don't know.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
It's really not. That's not the manual labor, but
Ow.
I looked down the rain. Would that be satisfactory to you to go dig up some history? Maybe add a couple pages to your book.
Looks over at Sahir.
most students, when they want to know history, go to Octavia, though. It's a lot easier to replay it than dig it up, as they like to say.
My decision's up to what Rain wants for this one.
She shakes her head and she goes, "No, what would you like to do?"
I mean, I wouldn't mind either way.
Are you doing an item where you keep asking each other if you could get approval to do things?
She kind of gives a frown and gestures towards Satari. She goes, "Oh, What do
No way to
you
deal with
want to
fear
do?
like facing it. Let's go do a fractal. You're gonna have to face this fear sooner or later.
She kind of like does that little head bob, like she's almost agreeing, but like side to side the whole. Basically, but again, she looks just here. She goes, "What would you feel the most comfortable doing? If you think
Crosses
we
his
can
arms.
do, if you think we can do a fractal, then we should do a fractal."
I mean, we could. Could also get to know people more, but I do agree with the fact that fractal being more beneficial might help us today. And since you are history, we could also always ask. Blah, blah, blah. Can't talk today. Could always ask Octavia for something not as looks down at her like. Hopefully not as worrisome as the last time.
We could
Oh,
also
that's
ask
pretty
that
simple.
girl who won the duel for some tips, because she had a pretty good, like, shield spell, offense, defense thing going on.
I think
She
it's-
doesn't seem to want
Oh,
to be bothered
you
by
mean
anybody, though.
she says you mean Agni?
Yeah, I don't think I caught her name.
she's not. She's at a level that we're not quite ready to play at yet.
Yeah, but I mean,
Uh,
she could tell us
I-
where we could start.
You can find Agni in the Archway Commons mostly. Just mostly pondering over a book or whatnot.
There's a little bit of a smirk from Brain at that.
She keeps to herself a lot though. She doesn't exactly the social type, if you would. But I'm sure she wouldn't mind the company. She is lonely. She doesn't have many friends.
I would think she would at least have a fan club with how she whooped that one guy's ass.
As Murph says, she's a complex one.
Those are some choice words.
She's not exactly popular.
Who would you consider actually popular?
Oh, Lena by far.
You know what? Fair.
Lena?
The student council president.
Oh,
I think she's
glad
at
you guys are
the
taking notes.
tavern on the map.
Yep.
ah.
I think the only one I don't recognize is the people at the fire jolt.
Yeah, they got introduced to them.
Oh,
They introduced them last time.
oh,
They're
last time
they're
all of them contest?
they're a fellow group of students.
Yeah, we met them while you guys were hugging pillows and trying not to yak your insides across the walls.
Bye.
Bleh.
Having a good time, having a good day.
Superstar. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
But yeah, Agni is definitely interesting to say the least. Might be worth a chat if you can get her to open up. But I wish you the best of luck with that.
Well, maybe if we put snack in front of her, she'll open up, just kind of like Rain does.
What?
There's a narrowing of the eye.
Sorry, she's just smiling like she knows exactly what you say. She's like, hee.
I mean, if she's. I'm not gonna finish that thought.
Yeah.
I'm
One
kidding,
day,
Rain.
Murph says, one day I hope to see a match between Lena and Agni, to be honest with you. I think those two would have a match of a century.
But I'm guessing neither of them pose the challenge to each other. They just get the challenges.
Or neither of them care, but yeah, you could say that. But yeah, Agni can sure make those Silver Quill run for their money. Heck, she even made Imbros. She almost even defeated Imbros one time. Now that was a thing. You won't have the silver. No silver quill will tell you that though.
Emperos.
I was gonna say I don't recognize that name.
Oh, that's the silver quill.
Disappointed dad.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, the guy with the stick up his ass, or well, the stick that Sahir wants to shove up his ass, or whatever.
Unfortunately,
Something
the match ended in a draw because time ran out. But it was even, I would say.
Oh,
Impressive.
so how long has she been a student here?
Agni? She came into us. She's been here a bit longer than Lena, I would say.
Gotcha.
She spent most of her time in fractals and studying fractals.
Oh, you can study the fractal before going into it?
Agni can.
Oh, there you go.
Some say she can manipulate them like Octavia can, but that's just a rumor, of course.
That sounds useful for someone to overcome their fear. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Here just kind of like purses his lips thinking. Just thinking. He has questions, but he's not gonna voice them right now.
I could tell you Agni's story, but it's better if she tells you to it. I don't want to pry into her personal business. As Mertrandron says, well, I wish you the best of luck with the rest of your time, and I will be checking on you the day before your orientation to make sure you're okay before I grab you all and bring you to the Biblioplex for orientation.
Thank you.
I will knock next time, as he says on a dime before turning around, before bursting out the doors.
There's a little jump at his sudden motion as she kind of slowly shakes her head.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
So what are we all thinking to do?
I still want to go into a fractal.
Okay, we
I
got a
think
vote
as
for
long as we
Fractal.
figure out there's a trick to them, right? So as long as we figure out the trick to it and don't get caught, and hopefully avoid whatever traps might possibly be there. That obviously was only the very first fractal we've ever seen. There's going to be more. I'm kind of excited to try.
I think there's going to be more, because there's going to be more. That's why I was thinking we talked to that one girl who's possibly messed with them before. That might be some useful information in case someone
Yeah,
gets trapped again.
If she's friendly, we can try.
Well, we have an attempt, and then Satara
All
just
right.
very dramatically gives Jazz hands and points at Snack.
Or he also points over to Rain. If they end up being in the same house, that might be helpful too. What?
So you guys gonna see Agni or straight to the fractal? I think those are the two things I think everyone's
My
debating
vote
between.
is Agni, and then Fractal.
The here's fine with doing Agni, but he's under the impression we may have to
Excuse me?
wait.
Scusi?
Phrasing? Phrasing?
Huh? Oh,
I'm sorry, what are you talking about?
What is happening?
Yeah.
The exact wording was Sahir is okay with doing Agni.
Phrasing.
Oh
Crazy.
my! True Snack!
Oh, my snack.
Indeed.
well, I I could have even phrased that worse, but you know what? That's not today.
Oh
All right.
my gosh, that was good. But yeah, Rain's just kind of biting her tongue because she's biased. An opportunity to just be in the presence of Agni is a thrilling concept, but she doesn't want to sway the vote because of personal bias.
Tyr just looks over at Satori like, you know, every time you keep saying that, I'm like, well, I hope this woman is into certain types of novels.
I thought you were gonna gesture to yourself.
Look, out of character, my brain's like, maybe she's into boys love novels.
You know what? Valid.
Valid.
Like,
Or she could be into horror stories as he looks over to a certain demonic-looking individual.
Or that.
well, either way,
Onwards?
I feel like not all of us should probably try to, you know, bombard her at once. Just saying.
You don't feel like we should corner her?
I feel like she's probably too busy doing her own thing. But it would be interesting to get to know her. She is kind of a weird minor anti-celebrity.
And yes, and having a powerful, possible teacher to refer to when we need our help would be also a nice touch.
Could be. Could be.
Did they say where she was?
Yeah, the
Uh,
Archway Commons.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Archway Commons. So, off to see Agni?
I think so.
Yes.
All right. So the party would proceed to the Archway Commons, and as right on cue, sitting on one of the stone blocks, overlooking a fountain, Agni would be there, sitting up, cross-legged, legs hanging off the edge, just peering into a book conjured of mathematic equations.
She's looking at a book of what about him?
A book
Math.
conjured from mathematical equations.
So you're just gonna be off to the side because he doesn't want to overcome this woman.
I thought you were gonna be the first one to talk to her.
Come, Snack. You are the one that seems to be most appealing to all those around you, especially of the opposite sex. Should you not be the one who introduces yourself to lead our way into it?
All right.
And Rain is just kind of like slightly starstruck.
He kind of like motions or kind of puts his hand on Rain's shoulder a little bit because he needs to use an in for this that isn't gonna be weird.
She squeaks audibly.
So,
She is wearing an overly large lab coat in the Quandrix colors. It's way too big for her, but
Like
it's more
Rain's
a
robes.
draped on like a coat. Yeah.
So while they're pondering this, Theo just casually walks over.
Haha.
Good afternoon. Nice duel.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I can't say it wasn't much of a duel, but you
No,
know,
I won.
he put up a good fight. She didn't bother looking up from her book.
Are you kidding me? He had no idea what you were going to present and had no way of countering any of your defenses. That was admirably played. The fact that you goaded him with not even paying attention to him. Fantastic.
I didn't even goad him. I just used his own hubris against him, really.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Theo. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. These are
she snaps her book away, and she looks up and smiles. Agni, you can tell that her eyes, as she looks up through her glasses, her eyes are red, and they would have like brown, brown horizontal, like 3 brown horizontal lines through them.
Oh.
And there's no pupils.
Like, kind of like a super goat. Like she's the super goat. Like, there's the greatest of all time, but then there's her.
Oh man.
Nobody's getting it. Come on, the
I got
lines.
it.
No,
I got-
no, I don't.
I'm trying to stop from going, the goat!
I have no idea what you're talking about.
If goat's eyes, their pupil is a rectangle. So it's kind of like a line. So imagine 3 of those is what I'm imagining.
Okay.
She's the super goat.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it like that, or is it like up and down, or side to side?
No, horizontal.
Side to side.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm distracted for a little bit. It's like, anyways, so this is some other first years that we are all new here.
Oh
And-
well. Well, welcome all Strixhaven. Try not to get lost in the Biblioplex.
Yeah,
nervous.
yeah,
giggle.
definitely. We heard you found ways to be able to research the fractals, and honestly, we almost killed one of our teammates, the first one through.
Everyone does it at least once in their career, venturing in the fractals. They are rather unstable, after all.
They are. It seems a little weird. We had the doors locking and the thing chasing. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But
When that happened, did you feel anything or see anything when that occurred?
I think we did. Let me try to recall. Would I need to roll anything to recall? Like, say, my history? Or something? Like, did we?
You could probably rely on Rain, maybe.
Above game,
Yeah.
Sean the player does
Actually-
not remember, but Rain the character would.
Yeah, Rain would.
Something like-
remember.
You know, I've got a feeling my friend Rain here is probably going to be one of your classmates. Well, not your
Oh, really?
classmate, but one of your guildmates. Is it? Is that what it's called? A guild?
Housemates.
Or-
I'd be.
Housemates,
Housemate. Rain,
classmates.
can you check your notes for us? Like,
There would be a fizzing sensation. Your vision would like glitch out for a moment. As
Mine would?
that's what you would recall.
She kind of like ponders for a moment.
Rain would anyways.
Rain ponders for a moment. She goes, I remember when it happened, my eyes, everything kind of seemed to stutter and jump in my vision, and then it happened.
You see, Agni says, she says under breath, it's getting worse then. She says under her breath. Yeah, that sounds about right. Fractals are unpredictable things. They are unstable at best. It's best not to think too hard about them.
understood.
Well, you seem to understand fractals quite well. May I ask you a question about that?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Do you believe one of these fractals that is created by Octavia could it possibly bleed out into the outside world and cause, as you would say, a disruption amongst the people around him.
I haven't seen a fractal be manifested outside of the Biblioplex, no. But it wouldn't be out of the question. I don't think a fractal has been conjured powerful enough to do such a thing. But if you were to conjure one of said, it wouldn't put it past it for it to break the bounds of reality.
Okay, so it could possibly bleed out into the outside world and affect people in strange and unique ways.
Anything
Correct,
could
yeah,
possibly
it
happen.
could. But you would need a very powerful fractal to do that. Like, we're talking like changing fractals. As she kind of outstretches her long lab coat, like making like a long motion.
Like somebody dipping a little too far into history and staying in there a little too long.
That or uncovering the wrong thing.
Thank you.
But it's not out of the question now. Agni goes into her lab coat and pulls out what appears to be a crystal gemstone, and inside of it there's what appears to be a diamond shaped, but it's constantly like shifting and moving slowly, still maintaining the diamond shape, but the cracks in it are, slowly moving up and down and left and right. This is a fractal. Pretty cool, isn't it?
It is. So do you know what's causing the degradation, or do you have any theories?
The moment he
No,
asks, I was gonna say, the moment he asks, like Rain kind of slowly pulls out a book and is ready to take notes.
No, not really.
Understood. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
This fractal is very special, so I have it kept personally.
Oh, so is there something? Is there some qualities like? I mean, in the fractals, you can go in and it can create environments and stuff. What is special about this fractal versus other fractals?
I've managed a way to harness fractals and turn them into physical objects.
Oh wow. Okay.
As she motions to the gemstone with the diamond inside of it, the fractured diamond inside.
Don't you believe that this possibly could be a dangerous activity that you performed with these unstable things? Yes, I know it seems to be contained, but could this not be leaching out strain energy that we are not detecting? And
She
if
kind
you bring, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Continue. No.
I was just
Go
saying. And also, on top of that, do you take this fractal in with you when you go to enter other fractals? Could that not also cause issues?
As she kind of taps her chin, like, creating a
Interesting.
fractal inside of a fractal. There's a thought. I've never thought of that before. You see her just mulling over, like if you would see like numbers just going through her head, kind of her eyes glaze over for a moment. I have to try that sometime. She says.
Please do not. If they are unstable as you state they can be, I do not believe this could cause a great instability. Like you said once before, someone did something they should have inside of one, or looked into something they shouldn't have.
I don't think this fractal could cause such a thing. But your doubts are not without merit, of course. To be honest with you, I personally don't know. I haven't really thought to do that.
You know, maybe it would be something good to ask Octavia about. Maybe she's got the experience and She does seem to manage
Ask
things.
Octavia. Oh, that's funny.
Why? I forgive me. I'm new here. I just don't understand why that would be funny. She seems rather forthright.
Oh no, she's completely forthright. But let me pose a question to you, first-year students. Something to chew on, at least, anyways. You have a creature that can create any reality they want, mold it to whatever way they want. What makes you think that they aren't just projecting what they want to be reality?
Well, of course,
And
they're
it al-
projecting what they want to be reality.
But also that brings up another question that's been plaguing me since we've been here and seen some strange activities. What about this? Could this not be a fractal itself?
And therein lies the question.
I think that's what Agni had just implied.
Who's to know? Maybe all the realms could be a fractal. They're all part of history, are they not?
I read a story when I was a young child that talked about our reality is just a dream of a great being, and when he awakes, all of it ends.
It's a fun thought, she says. Something to chew on. But do note, this is very real, by the way. Don't get it misconstrued.
Well, since I've asked this question to many people, I might as well ask it to you. What year did you arrive here, and how long have you been here?
She smiles and says, I don't remember. Long. Probably. Longer than I should have.
That is very unique. I get that answer a lot from a lot of people. Strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Almost like we're all dancing to a tune. She shrugs. But if we are, who's the conductor?
I
Sometimes
guess
it's
it's not-
best.
Oh,
Sometimes
go
it's best not to. Sometimes it's best not to ask these questions. I think I've spoken too much, especially to you first years. I don't want to scare you away. It actually is a nice place here.
Oh, I do not doubt that it's a very nice and wonderful place. But curious minds will always dig into curiosity.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, that's how they summon the demon to begin with. Curious minds lead to curious places, and curious places lead to curious beings.
Very well. Well, as none of us happen to be Cathar, let us head to the Fractal.
Oh, was that all? Was that all you wanted to know? All right. Well, take care of your first years. Like I
Thank you so
said,
much.
try not to think too hard about it. Really.
Oh, I will not. But before we do go, one of our friends did want to come and meet you. And she seems not to have spoken very much, and I would hate for her to miss her opportunity to have a good conversation with you. As I look down the rain.
She is like, as you started talking, she saw where you were going, and she is physically like leaning back and furtively her eyes darting between you and Agni and back and forth as she kind of turns beet red.
Well, it's nice to meet you. You said that we'll be classmates, right?
I've always wanted to be in Quandrix. She kind of like, out of frustration of not knowing how to formulate the words to say what she knows what to say, she just doesn't know how to get it to go from her brain to her mouth. She kind of sits there and like puts down her notebook and like flips it open and just shows the caliber, the level of dedication to knowledge and math in general that she is. Like the organization and everything, the compartmentalization within the pages.
Wow, you'll definitely go far.
We also had one more question for you.
Yeah.
She gestures to to here. Would you consider him a snack on a scale of 1 to 10?
She ponders for a moment. I mean, personally, not my taste, but my other side might have a liking to it.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, there was a curious notion you put in there. Your other side?
Oh, I've spoken too much. Ignore that.
I'm sorry. It is hard to ignore such a thing. Again, curious minds will dig in curious places.
Don't worry about it.
I'm just gonna ask every new person we meet if I'm a snack.
Yes.
I lean over to Rain and whisper into her ear. Please note that down.
Wait, note which down in particular.
The multiple personality bits.
Okay, that's what I thought, but a lot of interaction happened in a very short period of time, so I wanted to make certain I was on the right page. Yeah, she is definitely notating that.
Unless you want to actually like take tallies of like who marks the here as a snack on a scale of 1 to 10.
That's on another page.
Anybody that marks him down as relatively high, she definitely takes stock of them. She doesn't say anything, but she takes
We're added
stock.
to the list.
He
Yeah.
smiles and says, "Well, have fun storming the fractal."
So we head. It was the Biblioplex is where it is, right?
Yep, 100%.
While Rain may be very keen,
It is.
our player
it was
is
nice
not.
meeting
So
you
I
all,
was
by
gonna
the
double
way.
check.
It was nice meeting you all, by the way. Maybe we'll see you around
Me
sometime.
too.
Rain
Well,
would
I
actually-
have a feeling.
pleasure.
I have a feeling that little one I'll see more often. But I'm not with the rest of you.
Rain,
But it was a welcome conversation, nonetheless.
Rain would bow
I do this.
and say, "I look forward to seeing more of you around campus." And then scurries out before she manages to find some way to stuff her foot in her mouth.
What was that, Elsa?
I say I do an exaggerated bow, and as I go, it was a pleasure meeting this one.
Huh.
As
You
I
smile.
turn to walk away.
She smiles. And you would all be out. Yeah, and you, as you make your way to the Biblioplex, you would all be out of earshot.
So she didn't actually give us a number for the scale of 1 to 10. I'm just saying.
No, she didn't.
But it must have been a low number.
I mean, her response was curious, so
That's true.
what does the other side mean? Does it mean part of herself, or does it mean her partner? Don't know.
Maybe we'll find out, or maybe Rain will find out when she joins. Speaking of, where is she?
Where's she at?
Where is she?
Where art thou, Rain?
She's with the group. Like,
Oh, I thought you like ran out ahead.
oh well, she like went outside of the little, the archway commons because she was getting a little overwhelmed.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Too much too much. What's it called?
Good stuff. She's gone to the subway. Or no, it's AM PM. She's gone to the AM PM.
All right, and then to the biblioplex, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. All right. And with that, you would come face to face once again with Octavia, as Octavia greets the party with great warmth. Says, "Ah, welcome back, children." She says warmly, "How can I be of help?"
Well, I do remember we were on a nice story that we had gone through, and some bad things happened in the last one, but I believe there is another part that we were supposed to dive into in this wonderful adventure that you've given to us to foresee.
Ah, yes, the story of the Midnight Tower. Yes, yes, indeed. She smiles and says, "You're almost to the end. There's only 2 more chapters, just on the next page." Should you wish to continue, or do your curiosities lies elsewhere?
I look to Rain. This one I will leave up to you. Would you wish to continue, or would you like to venture somewhere else?
To which she looks to here, considering her big fear is him getting stuck somewhere again.
I promise I won't get stuck again.
And if it should happen again, and if there's a situation in the same day, I will be the one who steps aside and allows the rest to pass first. It's the least I can do to ease one's mind.
It's exactly what you did last time. You stood there fighting the things that are clearly running past it.
But this time I will stand back while the rest of you all make it through, instead of leaving
That's-
to here.
Wait, was it here that was left back that got
Correct.
locked in there? I thought it was you.
Yes.
It was
wasn't-
here.
If I mean, well, blah, blah.
Oh man, my memory is terrible. Maybe these fractals are bugging people out.
Ah. So, would you like to proceed with Midnight Clock Chapter 3?
Haven't we only done number 1? Or did we do 2 of them now?
It was
You've done
last,
2.
last time.
Yeah, but Brash and I weren't there because we were sick.
That's right.
The other response. Now, what year should I tune the fractal to? First year student, second year student, third year student, or fourth year student?
Is there an option for students that aren't part of the school yet? So, barely
Oh,
any for your students?
The underline? Yes, I can tune it to that.
Okay.
I do have to adjust it manually, however.
Well, we are going to be first year students, so we can give that a try.
But we're not yet.
I know, but we will be soon. No?
Soon, yeah, but we're not yet. I don't want to take chances with our lives. Yet.
We can't die.
Yes we can. We can very well die in these things.
You most certainly can. If you perish in the fractal, your body and soul will vanish to the astral sea.
Well, just kidding.
But we have. She holds up her little crystal, whatever it is. Can't remember what exactly it was called above game.
Strixite.
Yeah. She holds up her strict sight and she goes, "We have our get out."
Yeah, that's what I thought prevents us from dying.
No. We have to manually use it to get out.
Oh. Well, I guess if we're dead, we can't manually use shit.
No.
Nope. Fine. I'm good with unaligned. In that case.
All right. Off we go then to Chapter 3. as Octavia forms the fractal around the group, they would arrive inside a clock tower room. Inside would be a singular clock with facing hands, with a black horse to the north and a white horse to the south. Sun shining through. There's a throne up connecting to a pathway leading upwards.
Okay.
Looks like there might be books or something over there, and also Theo, you may want to hit your long rest button to top yourself off.
It is 11 o'clock, so we can end here if you guys would like.
Yeah, we got a lot of work tomorrow.
All right.
So let's go ahead and get everybody plopped
Perfect.
onto the map for now, and then we can
Yes.
wrap that up there.
Well, thank you all and chat for coming out for this session. Mystery and intrigue continues.
And how would you guys rate Sahir on a scale of 1 to 10 as a snack?
The snack. The next episode is called the snack scale.
Oh my
I gotta say, it's Baby Ruth.
Okay, bye everyone.
It's a
Bye.
little nutty.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you guys.
Have a
for
good night,
playing.
everyone. Too.
Merc, thank you
Have a
very
good
much
night.
for running.
Yep.
I will be back shortly. I'm going to deafen for now
Yeah,
to
I'll
do
see
the
you all
outright.
later. Yeah. Have a good night, guys.
So that was a very, very short session tonight. Because, well, we had to start a little bit late. A couple of our members are working on a very, very in-depth project at their work, so they are fried. But we definitely wanted to get some gaming in tonight, so we did. There will be no stream tomorrow night, but we will be back. Let me do the math. Potentially Tuesday. Don't quote me on that. Depends on how froggy I'm feeling after work. And we will definitely be back, not tomorrow, but next Monday for the next episode of The Shadows of Despair, where our party just might find their way through to the end of the dungeon crawl they're in, or they might die. We don't know. We'll find out. That said, let us find ourselves a raid target. Where are we gonna go? Who we gonna raid? Who's streaming right this moment? Who's streaming? Anybody streaming Dungeons and Dragons? Checking my follow list. There's a lot of people on right now. Wow. A lot of just chatting. I'm not seeing any Dungeons and Dragons. There's only a few of us here, so we're going to go ahead and raid out to my buddy Kajix over at Steel Wolf Sentinel. So, he's currently playing some Cyberpunk. So, we'll pop in, drop some love, follows if you want, at the very least. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate all of you popping in. I appreciate the resub Wiz. Thank you very much. Samo, I love you, buddy. I completely forgot about that Bane. I will honor it next stream, I promise. Especially considering I am probably going to need to roll something and it's going to be crucial and I'm probably going to fail miserably because of it. But that said, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Pop the sub raid and follow raid messages. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for vibing. And stay safe, choose kindness. Until next time, my friends, stay weird.